Happy Sunday. Another beautiful Sunday. Um, I can't think. We're starting. I can't talk either. God damn. I need to do my vocal warm ups. Around the ragged rock, the ragged rascal ran. I slit the sheet I slid, and on the slitted sheet I sit. Yeah, it's a late stream tonight because I don't work tonight. So I'm probably only going to be going about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. Long enough so that we can get it at least through one or two DLC bosses. That's pretty much it. My goal is to just try to finish this as quickly as possible. I don't even know how long have I even been playing this? I guess I would need to check the save files for that. Okay. I'll load up the game. And we're Gucci. This is also going to be... So what ended up happening with the last stream, the reason why I was so, like, concerned as to, like, what was going on is because Twitch was ending my streams and ended up splitting up my last stream into 4 different segments. So that's cool. Now I'm going to try to find out if it's a Twitch issue or if it's an OBS issue. Because if it's an OBS issue, as soon as I, like, updated, that's going to be real cool. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Nice quiet night. Hello? Hello! Good morning to you, Hajerks. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I almost hit this guy. Oh god. Blood dropped his eyeballs. Oh, poison water, of course. I saw your message, but I couldn't respond because my account is not verified. Oh, seriously? Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I had no idea. No, you're fine, you're fine. It's absolutely understandable. Ah, he fooled me. I thought he was going one way when he went the other. Yeah, no, that was something that I was meaning to ask you, though. Like, if you do happen to have, like, a Discord or something, I will be posting notifications on there for when I am streaming. So if you'd like to be, you know, on the loop in that, and you can also interact with, like, other people in the community, then yeah, awesome. Yeah, no, it's all good. I do apologize for how late I did stream today. Cool. Awesome. You know what? If you're not verified on Twitch, let me actually... If there's a way you could, like, just tell me what your Discord is and I can just, like... Oh, wait, actually... Oh, you know what? I think I have to be friends with you on Discord in order for... Well, that doesn't make sense. Maybe I have to do it on, Maybe I have to do it on desktop. Move this over here. Would you turn off streamer mode? Good lord. Compress this. Yeah, you could type your username in there, and I could delete it if need be once I have it. The only reason why I would delete it after the fact is to make sure that no one else sees it. Because, I don't want, like, bots or anyone trying to, like, do anything with it. Cool. I sent you that. Let me go ahead. Maybe I need to load up my stream manager. Yeah, I need to load up the browser to do that. There isn't like a delete option on this. I have to go through on the browser. I'll mute this. Pin this. It's okay, leave it. Well, I worry. You know? Okay, see, here I am. Perfect. Yes. Okay, cool. Got that. We're Gucci now. I gotta close the Discord. I'll wave to you. And now that I got that, I can do... What the fuck is this? Yay! I didn't... Oh, guys, please. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're solid now. Alright. Oh, I accidentally loaded up my settings. God damn it. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm in a group... I'm in a group message thing and everyone's sending messages right now and I was just hearing all the Discord notifications. Ba-dup, ba-dup, ba-dup. I'm like, please, no. Yeah, no, it's good to finally have you in there. Yeah. Like I say, I will post when I am going live for that. Like I was saying, my goal is to try to finish up this game as quickly as possible. It's not that I hate the notification sound as much as it is, like, if there's, like, a bunch of notifications that happen at once, it just makes my, Okay! They just kinda... They used momentum to hover towards me. Bro T-posed on the descent. I stopped playing because I have to study this week. I am so sorry. I mean, it's that time of the year where finals are going to be coming up, so I hope it's going well for you. Definitely make sure that, take your time. I'm not sure what classes you're taking, but something that I did is that even if I wasn't, like, studying religiously, I was making an effort to study at least a few things a day, like 10 minutes worth. Stuff that I was, like, unfamiliar with and just try to familiarize myself with it. Even doing that can go a long way. It's midterms. Yeah, see? Over here in the States, it is technically midterm seasons, but the way it works is that everything works in thirds. So, there's the beginning of the semester, and then midterms is, like, a month and a half ago, and then this would be, like, the second half. Would you get a job? I swear to God, man. And then this would be, like, the last half of midterms before the finals start rolling in. I have plenty of time to study my midterms exams on Thursday. That's good. That's good to hear. The reason I'm playing this so late and I'm streaming so late is because my mom is a teacher, but this week she and all of her students are on spring break, which means I don't need to come to work like this week unless they absolutely need help with stuff. I'm so kind of nervous because it's actually hard. I feel that. Worrying about it is second nature. Like, it's going to happen. You're going to be worried about, like, the stuff that you don't know, and you're going to start second guessing the stuff you do know. It's just important to breathe. It's just important to breathe and just take your time with stuff. And, you know, whenever I test and whenever I do stuff, I've actually had a few talks with, like, professors and everything. I am one of the longest test takers I know. Because if I don't understand something, I will, like, go out of my way to try to, like, come back to it. And I'll do that at least a handful of times. You know, it's because I want to make sure that, like, I get the stuff that I do know out of the way first so that I can come around to the stuff I don't know and just try to reach in the never-ending pool that is my brain. Lady Maria? Oh, God. Their heads are turning into amorphous blobs. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that I will usually, like, not even answer those questions. I'll have, like, stuff, like, written out on the side or, like, wherever I can, but then I won't actually answer it until I feel finally, like, good with it. And then she just does that again. Dropping from 4 mark to 0 out of 30. That is an absolute fear of mine. No, but I have the worst anxiety when it comes to tests. It's like one of those things that, like, I second guess myself and everything, and I think that every question is trying to trick me, because there are some questions that are just, like, super simple, but then I was just like, well, what if they want it to be super simple, but it's really not, and I have to really think about it, and mental gymnastics, and it's kind of just one of those things that I had to come to terms what I did know and what I was familiar with and comfortable with. And once you're able to understand what you do know, being able to understand what you don't know makes it that much easier to understand. If that makes sense. I know that sounds like super backwards or like it doesn't make sense, but that's the way it made sense for me. Ah! Oh, you fucking... I got absolutely butt munched there. That was terrible. Sorry, I can't. Sunday is my go to Dutch Bros to get a blended lemonade day. It keeps me sane. You know, I realized something. My brain overheats. I know that's like a weird thing to say, but I have to like regularly get stuff that's like so cold it gives you brain freeze. Because when my brain overheats and it's got so much going on, I will start to get migraines and visual migraines for it. The good thing is that I'm so grateful as our professors actually tell us in no tricks, just take your time. Exactly. Those are good teachers. I'm being followed by the people in the fucking mirror. Just another day in San Francisco. Jesus. Yeah, because I remember, because I was a kinesiology student, which is just exercise science, and there was a class that we took which was anatomy, where you learn about the human body, you learn about the muscles and everything. And the professor that we had for that, super old head, he had been in charge of like the university's anatomy curriculum for like the last 20 years. And the year that I was his student was actually like the semester that I had him was his last semester. And that dude was fucking brutal. The way the class was set up was that if you got a 50% in the class, that was passing, because everything was based on exams and everything was based on like labs. And so if you could get at least a 50%, which was a C minus in that class, then you got it. You understood you understood what you needed to. I ended up passing that class with a 62%, which was which I believe that was a just a C, I think. But the curriculum in that class was so hard, and he was like, it was one of those things where he was like super nice about it, but it was one of those things where it's like, you guys have to stay diligent, you have to stay on your own asses, you have to dedicate your stuff to this every single day, and if you don't, you're going to fail. And so it was intimidating as much as it was fulfilling. There we go. Yeah. I mean, my teacher, it was like, he wasn't going to coddle you, he wasn't going to like hold you by your hand and everything. He was just like, you're young adults, but you're adults. You have to really dedicate your time and make sure that you actually stay on top of this and that kind of stuff. It was more so that his main thing was more so getting across is like, you have to be responsible, and you have to be responsible of your time and how you use it, not for everybody else, but for yourself, which was a very important lesson for me to learn. I actually had taken his class, like, I started going to university when the pandemic was happening, so all of the classes were online, and online anatomy was impossible for me. Yeah, I mean, I only had a few college like professors and teachers that I can comfortably say were just douchebags. Only like a few of them, and that was in like the 4 years. Well, it was four, but I really did it all in six for a 4 year degree. My very first college teacher was for Math 1010 in community college. She was just this Russian lady for, just intro to algebra, and she was no nonsense. And whenever you didn't do well in something, like if you didn't do well in something, she saw it as a personal attack. I actually had like a talk with her one time where I would work really hard on the assignments and I would work really hard on the exam, but then I would just fail. I was bad at math. And I think it was because I was so focused on trying to re-practice the things that I wasn't comfortable with over and over again that I would lose track of time and I would just forget. I wouldn't forget, but I wouldn't, like, I would be trying to catch up with like all of like the new properties of math and everything, but it was all just so much for me, especially when I was still trying to fine tune the stuff that I wasn't comfortable with. And so I remember one time after a test, she was just like, I know how hard you work. I understand how much this means to you and how hard you work. So I have to ask you, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What am I doing wrong that you are not getting this correct? And I was just like, fucking, I don't know. You're just, it's me, not you. Like, what? That was a real conversation I had, though, which is just funny looking back at it. You know what's funny is that I realize that I can be pretty passive, like not like a prodigy by any means, but pretty passable at math, like pretty decent. I ended up getting in a statistics class, and it was and I failed the first time because I wasn't understanding any of it. And then the next time I did statistics, it was like one of the last classes that I actually had to do for the university. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna seriously just dedicate all my time for it. You know, the assignments, you know, all of the answers are there online that we can find, like that the teacher had posted. But I wasn't gonna look at them until I was 100% confident that I was at least 70% correct. And when that happened, and I started like going back on like the actual answers, I could then understand, okay, so this is where I'm supposed to get. So how did I fuck that up? And like being able to have answers that you're not supposed to just, you know, copy and paste the answers and not do the actual homework. You're supposed to do the homework and then cross-reference the answers for them before, you know, you turn it in, so that you could be like, okay, so why is it this way? And then that was what was able to help me actually better understand it. And I ended up passing that statistics class with like a 92%. So it really depends, and it really matters who's teaching it. I feel that. Oh, you bitch! Ah! That didn't work at all like how I wanted. That's a drop. Cool. No, but it's really funny for me because being able to like actually do math well after so long, because I was a terrible student, because it's just like I would study, I would do everything that I could, you know. I always worked hard, but I just never did any of it correctly. It took me until about the 8th grade for me to realize, give me them poetry and see wonders in Arabic. Oh, absolutely. It took me until 8th grade when I realized that I had a learning disability where reading instructions was just boring as shit to me. So, assignments, I started doing a thing where we had like 10-minute class assignments. The first like 7 minutes was me reading the instructions over and over and over again so that I understood what it was asking me and what it wanted. And then I would just rush like the answer in like the last few minutes. And then I usually did pretty well. I would usually get like an 8 out of 10. Like I'm a very good, I can be an A student, but I'm, you know, I'm comfortable in B. B is where I'm comfortable with. And so being able to realize that it was just like, okay, I just have to really take my time with this and, you know, just not rush it and just understand that it's like, even when stuff like that is like, they want you to like be like off the cuff with it, just quick with it. Once you're able to get past that, then it all just kind of just like, oh, this is just what's expected. Now I know. Okay. But as a kid, I would just read the instructions and I would just skip to the end because I was so fucking bored. A is too perfect for me and I'm just a human, so B is my shit. Exactly. My University of Utah GPA when I graduated was just below a 3.1. It would have been higher if I didn't fail like 3 classes or so. Like I only failed like a handful of classes. Hello. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Anamanaguchi. Oh, Jesus. Please, no. plop, plip, plop. So, oh god, man. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I don't want to fight you, please. I just want to know where the bathroom is. You fucker. Stop it. Oh, God. Ow. Why do we have to resort to violence? Oh, you tit lord. Oh, you tit lord. Cut. Ow. Yeah, that's right. Run away. Run away. Your socks are stinky and you're full of cum. Get out of here. Humans suck. Dude! This guy's a fucking asshole. Oh, I read that as... I thought you said, I hate humans, and I was like, bro, I feel that. No, I hate hunters. Yeah, no, the NPCs are some of the worst enemies. I just see them and I get so scared. It's like, I have to learn how to play. No! I have to actually be good at the game. Where are you going? Yeah, the humans are pretty bad. Bipedal sons of bitches, what? Ah, shit. Oh, wow, that gives me a chance to do this correctly. Yeah, so as I was saying, the reason why my stream was so weird is because it was a thing either on Twitch or it was OBS. Why are you running? So it was either Twitch that was fucking up or it was OBS. Because my 2.5 hour stream turned into 4 different streams. And my internet was completely fine, so it was definitely something either on the program or the application. Like the Twitch, you know, receiving end of the application. Hello? 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 This sucks. Not from Twitch, so, oh. So it was an OBS thing then. That's encouraging. So I'm going to keep eyeballing my application, and I'm going to see if there's, like, something running, if there's, like, something going. I watch another streamer when his stream hit an hour, it'll crash because of it. An hour? Really? Why? I didn't get on the, what the fuck, man? Till he changed it. Well, you know what the crazy thing is mine was starting to have issues before I updated, and then I updated, and now it just isn't working correctly. Why not? We'll see what happens at, like, the hour mark. I don't want to have a short stream by any means, but if that's the only way to figure out what the hell's going on, then I might just do that. No, 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 no. He streams for 4 hours every day, usually. I was trying to do that at least, like, every 2 or 3 days, but... as much as I love this game, it's very exhausting. And I don't know. I'm unhappy with FromSoft at the moment because of the Nintendo stuff that's been going on. Jesus. All right, we run. No. Oh, they shoot at each other. Yeah, that's right. Kill him. No, you dick. I didn't see anything about it. Okay, so FromSoft has announced that they are making the spiritual successor to Bloodborne. It's called Duskbloods, and it will be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch number 2. I am very unhappy by this information. Because the reason why Bloodborne is in the position that it's in is because of exclusivity. So it being exclusive to the new Nintendo console, especially because the Nintendo Switch 2 has like a bunch of shitty business practices that they're doing. Their games are going to be averaging $80 to $90 from now on. Physical games are no longer physical. Instead of a cartridge having the game file on it, it now has a download code, a download file on it. Yeah. The console is going to be $450, which is, that's like the price, but it's like if you wanted to pay for a PS5 and you couldn't decide if you wanted a digital only version or one with a disc drive. So you can have both. I don't know. It's like, oh, and they also did announce that they have a GameCube virtual console that is going to be available on launch, which, a little fucking late for that. I would have liked that like years ago, like probably when you announced like the N64 stuff. And it's not as if they don't have the game files. Like, they're Nintendo. They have everything. Nintendo is twice as successful and has like, let me put this in perspective for you. Nintendo is the biggest company in the world that is not Amazon. By that, I mean, think of Disney, right? Disney's like the biggest like media entertainment company ever. Nintendo has twice the net worth, has like twice the money and resources that Disney does. Mickey Mouse is half as successful as fucking Pikachu. How does that happen? Is it crazy that I've never tried anything from them? Nintendo? I mean, because they have a lot of great games, Mario and Zelda are fantastic franchises. My favorite franchise from them that isn't Zelda, for me, I love Star Fox. Star Fox is my shit, but it doesn't make enough money. It doesn't make Mario or Zelda amounts of money that they feel like it's a reasonable investment to give a shit about. I grew up with Sony, and it's not the shit here. You grew up with Sony. Yeah, so that's like Sony just like isn't like the number one like gaming presence in your area then? Because I would assume if it isn't Nintendo, the only other party I can think of is Microsoft. It's like those big three. I don't know if there's anything wrong with Microsoft. The Xbox, it has good games. It could be nice. Yeah, but I had a PS1 growing up, and we also had a PS2. I was more of a Nintendo gamer, but I did have some things here and there on Sony. Enough to recognize that, there are some there are some nice things like with PlayStation, but as a company, they are very bad. Nintendo as a company is also very bad because their business decisions are very not nice, is a word I can say. Sony are just ridiculous. Because the minute, like, Sony gets their hands on something and it becomes their exclusive property, or they have like a 90% share in it, or if they have like any kind of like primary ownership of something like that, there's a very likely chance that that shit is never going to see the light of day. The reason why Marvel was able to make as much money as it did so that it could start, its Marvel movies was because they sold a large part of the ownership of the Spider-Man franchise to Sony. Which is all well and good because, the Sony, they ended up making a bunch of Spider-Man movies. And then they made the 3, and then they tried rebooting it again. And that's why when they were making Marvel movies in the beginning, they just didn't make anything with Spider-Man because legally they couldn't. So I think it's just a sad realization that like all of like the biggest corporations that like have these consoles that also make games and like own properties and stuff, a lot of them are just very, they're not humanist. If that explanation makes any kind of sense. That's the only real way that I can explain it. I could go on about like the stuff that Microsoft has done. Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's why the Bloodborne situation is so upsetting to me. I am gonna try to just, I don't know, because as much as I love this game, I'm just coming to terms that it's just like, man, this is as good as it's gonna get. If you love something, you let it go. I'm ready to let go of this game. I've beaten it plenty of times and that kind of stuff. I'll do this playthrough and then I'll be like, well, Bloodborne, it's been real. I'll see you on the other side.
Have you heard how curiously the sea journeys? Like a storm, but like the rain, only gentle, like dripping water. It bellows from deep inside of me. Here it comes, up through my inside.
Whoa. Okay, take your time.
Little droplets. Have you heard like a paper?
So, fun fact about these guys, you can kill them. And they come back.
Have you heard like a paper?
You actually need to collect their brain fluids too. I've been forgetting to do that. God damn it, no. Hello. Goodbye. I ain't scared of no lizards. Yeah, no, but I've just been playing the fuck out of Schedule 1. That's like my new shit. That's my obsession. I actually just bought the barn, and I'm thinking of relocating all of my stuff to the barn. These are not doors. My leg is very wet. So wait a minute, I don't understand. So if that's the ladder... Okay, so this changed stuff. But what did it change? I'll go here. Oh, fuck. That could have been bad. All right. Poggers. Poggers. Talk to me, baby.
Listen close, and you too will sound.
The sound of water. I prefer The Shape of Water. That was a good movie. Good movie, sound Shape of Waters. What the freak? So I want to go this way. Do I risk dropping down? Whoa! I got my shit back. What? Oh my god, how many of there are you? Fine Strike Damp Blood Gemstone. Oh. Have I opened the vase? Do we go the Abyss? I go this way. Ah! Jesus Christ! I'm fucking out of here, man. Hello. Hello. Oh, get a job. I love elevator, elevator, elevator. Ah! He's spraying his farts at me. What? Oh, ow. There's a letter down there. Oh, that works. That's good. My night's going okay. How about yours, Adeline Colette? I hope you're having a good Sunday. I usually don't stream this late on Sundays because I'm usually at work by now. But not tonight. I ended up finding out that they're just like, yep, we don't need you. It's like, oh, okay. That's fine. I was actually over at my parents' for a large part of it, though, just because I was helping them with some stuff. What the fuck is that? Bro's crawling on all fours. It's pretty good hanging out with friends. That's good. Yeah, it's nice to be able to hang out with friends, for sure. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. Sorry, it takes all my concentration when it comes to this game. No, but it's good being able to spend time with friends and that kind of stuff. I was actually thinking of maybe, well, I was waiting to hear if, you know, a friend, can't talk, a friend group of mine wanted to hang out today or not, but I didn't hear anything, so it's like, oh, okay. I try to be, like, I don't know. I try to be a go with the flow kind of guy. It's like, if it comes, then, like, I'll respond. But I don't want to be the one to, like, say, it's like, oh, let's go skinny dipping, or, you know. Yeah, skinny dipping with online friends, absolutely. What the hell? These guys are on their fours like a couple of freaks. What are you on your fours for? You're a person. You're not a dog. You're not a mangy mutt. You're a person. I mean, I'm not sure for how much longer, but I mean, look at you. Those are arms. Those are feelings. Yeah. No, we're trying to breeze through the DLC. I'm trying to do it as much as possible. I'm technically under-leveled for this area, but we ball. Oh, shit. Oh, he wasn't hostile, was he? Well, live and learn. I'm always, like, very forgetful when it comes to, like, some of the, people in this area. I just assume everyone's, like, out to get you. Oh, slug! I want to see the slug. Ah, the slug. Oofin. Let's see. What is there to do around here? I guess just go back where I came from. Oh, I never did get on the elevator. Hello. Welcome back. I might have killed an innocent person, but I'm not fully certain yet. Best viewers. Oh, you probably aren't able to see it. Or maybe you are. Whatever.
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else.
Yeah.
Please, could you do something for me?
What is it?
I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid.
They always have the weirdest names too. Fearsome. Let's see. Fearsome acquaintanceship. It's like it's so close to like it sounding like a name, but ultimately isn't. And you're just like, oh yeah, yeah, Copernicus spurned sausage. It's like what? Yeah, I'll give you brain fluid.
Oh, thank you. You're terribly kind.
Ooh, that's wet.
It's wonderful. Oh, I hear the sticky sound. Do you hear it too?
What kind of sticky we talking?
Oh, I know. Will you have my blood as thanks?
We're moving kind of fast, aren't we?
I was once a blood saint too.
Oh!
If you ever run dry of saints.
Joshi!
That's it.
Well, I can't have that yet. Best viewers shampoo their nuts. It's like, whoa. Oh my god, I forgot they use tentacles. Jesus. These guys are fucking scary. I'm gonna kill them all. Oh, they're people that got turned into worms. Oh, this is... Okay, so this entire area is Robert Kennedy's brain. Okay, that makes sense. It all makes sense. I need a key. No, bro, I haven't seen your eyes. I hope you find them. Okay, so... well... I guess this is the only way we can go upstairs now. Hey! Thank you for the follow! Eufen meine Gush! We are now at 40 followers. What the H? How could this have happened? I guess the next big one is 50, huh? Hello! Goodbye. Thank you for helping me achieve a goal. I will use it to buy many rewards. I was actually debating on going to Red Lobster tomorrow just for the hell of it. What? Oh. Why are you crying? Don't be sad. Look, your friends are over there. They're they're walking like the Da Vinci twins. They're right up on each other. Da Vinci? I should not have done this. I'm Jeffrey. I'm the living failure. Oh, God. Hello? Come here. Ah, shit. Don't cry, girl. Plip, plip with your friends over there. Why plip when you can plop? They get the wet juicies going on in their brains. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I'm starting to remember this fight. Oh, God. Alright. Alright, now we run. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, do that. Yeah, that's what I want. What the fuck? What time is it for me? It is 10:51 p.m. It is an hour before midnight. I'm usually up until like 3 in the morning anyway. My sleep schedule is like so messed up. There are some days I don't get out of bed until 1 or 2 p.m. Oh no. Oh, yeah, cool. 9:51 p.m. Ah, you're a West Coaster. That's chill. That's chill. It's funny because I'm actually I'm on Mountain Time. I'm actually from Utah, so we have a fun thing where our state border, like where it goes into Nevada, is actually, that's where a time zone happens as well. That's where a time zone, happens and starts. And there's a town there called Wendover. On the Nevada side is all the casinos and everything, and on the Utah side is just normal stuff because casinos aren't allowed in Utah because Mormonism. so so it's always really funny. Like, you can go to the divide of like where the time zone is, and you're just like, oh yeah, I got to remember what time, because they also have dispensaries over on the Vegas side or the Nevada side. And so it's just like, all right, so if I'm going to go from the Utah side to the Nevada side, the dispensary closes at this time, which means I have like it's like I would ostensibly have like an hour and 5 minutes until they until they close. It's like, no, in reality, it's 5 minutes because it's, yeah.
Oh, hello. The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church.
What's so wrong, man? Why are you so sad?
You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not?
I want to know
Then here's
what Janice Joplin's up to.
find the astral clock tower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret.
She knows what the 23 ingredients of Dr. Pepper are. She must be killed. We must defend the honor of Dr. Pepper. Man, I gotta tell you, I never cared for Dr. Pepper. Like, it's fine. I don't know, it's just like... It's like if root beer just had more going on than it needs. You know what? That doesn't make any sense, but I don't care. I'm gonna stick with it. I should actually research. I'm gonna research. Oh, actually, I have the bosses right here. I gotta remember how the best way to go against these guys is. Why's my phone so dark? Good lord. Failures, massive, slender, alien-like creatures. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. When first entering, another will appear. The pattern will continue until a max of 4 are in the arena. When one dies, another will spawn. They will draw from the same health pool. If an individual is damaged enough, it will die. Casters can perform 2 different arcanes. The boss is 2 phases. Yes, 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 yes. You can summon Yamamura. Must be killed in his cell to do this. I don't have that key yet. Oh, is this where I get the key? Oh. Focus on one individual at a time. Killing it will cause it to respawn elsewhere, giving you a few precious moments having to deal with only 3 of them. Yep. Okay. Always try to attack whichever failure is the most isolated. Usually the 2 melee failure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the key. What made me start streaming? I would always see people that could, like, broadcast, like, games that they were playing. It's like they could, like, either record themselves or they play like they do in Let's Plays, or even if they're just gathering, game footage for, like, reviews or just whatever utility. But then there were people who would, like, talk while they are playing the game, and it reminded me of, like, playing games with my friends when I was growing up. And watching, streamers, over the years, like watching people like Vinesauce and that kind of thing. It was just like, you know what? This is something I'm willing to try. I think the first time I started, like, actually streaming was right out of high school. That would have been like 2017 or something. And I've had like different accounts here and there, but I've mostly just been like the same person, Some things are different here and there. But I just kind of, I don't know, I just like being able to just play something and then just talk with people as, shit happens. I find it to be a very nice thing where it's like, it's nice being able to just like shoot the shit with people. You're playing one thing and then people recommend you to other things, and then it's, it's a nice snowball. I have to find the most isolated one. Yeah. It's always very nice. I think it was it a week ago now or something? Or maybe it was a couple days ago where I streamed with my friend Clown Pubes. And it was nice. You gotta know people from different backgrounds. It's so interesting. Exactly. But being able to share, common things like that. Being able to just have shared enough that it's just like you're able to come together with, stuff you wouldn't expect to come together with, and then you just move on from there. I would definitely say the one thing I'm working on, I also used to do streaming, but I work full-time, take care of my grandma, so I don't have time to do stream. You're a saint for doing that. It's selfless work. And, you have to really dedicate all the time you have and everything, all the resources and the energy. Like, my job is I take care of my special needs brother. I get paid by the state to do it. But, what's been difficult about that is that my maternal grandma has been staying at my parents' house for just over a year now. And I have my disagreements with her and everything, and she was always the kind of person that was so gung-ho and always just going all over town, just doing crazy shit. It's kind of just like the thing where, she suffers from mania. But it was always the kind of mentality that she had where she was just like, I could do this. I can. It's like, I can't do this. And at her age, she's having to come to terms that she can't anymore. And that's been hard for her. She can get really snippy and that kind of stuff, but yeah. But it still doesn't change the fact that you definitely... Because when you dedicate your time and your life to, your family and the people that you do care about, you are a fantastic person. Absolutely. And it's not an easy thing, and it's not something that anyone would readily sign up for. But it doesn't change the fact that you deserve to live your life to the fullest and just do what makes you happiest and just do what you want to do. So, I absolutely if you enjoyed streaming and that kind of stuff, and if you're able to find the time for it down the line, then don't give it up. Being able to follow your passions and just doing and just living your best life, that's what life is about. I am not living my best life currently because I am about to die to the living failures. You haven't met any of your grandparents. Man, it can be tricky. If the grandparents aren't, immediately nuclear in the family, then it can be a very odd dynamic in terms of, what relationship you can have with them. And that's just from my personal experience. I didn't really have a tremendous relationship with my paternal grandparents. I still loved them and that kind of stuff, but it was we didn't talk more than we had to. You know what I mean? There were some times where it felt like, communication or that kind of stuff, or trying to, yeah. The best way to beat them is to motivate them. Exactly. Yeah. The grandparent that I've had arguably the strongest relationship with out of any of them is my maternal grandma. But I've shared a few stories on stream. She's a character. she is very high maintenance. And she's always up to some elaborate scheme or something. You know, always just being like, yeah, so we're gonna completely renovate the bathroom. And it's just like an out of nowhere thing. And she's like, okay, we're buying fridges. Oh, I didn't clear space for the fridges. That's fine. We can worry about that later. She's a very flawed person who does have the best of intentions and does mean well, but it is self-serving. I never actually got to know my maternal grandpa. He passed away when I was only 3 years old. But being there for your grandparents, you want to make sure that you don't have any like regrets. You know, like not worrying. It's like, oh, what could I have done differently? What could I have done better? More often than not, just being there for them is like the perfect thing that you can do. But yeah, I mean, I really do hope your situation goes well for you, Adeline. Adeline, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. That was fucking loud as shit. Addie? Alright. Addie is nice. I used to take Addie as an Adderall because I have ADHD. And then I realized that if I don't have enough going on in my life, then I'm just... the Adderall just, like, makes me realize what's going on in my body. I started because there was a bunch of Adderall shortages in my state, and just kind of like in my, you know... Because of the national shortages that they were happening, for some reason, they were hitting our state particularly bad. And so I would only be able to get a 1-month supply every 6 months. So that was not great. Not great by any means. I finally was able to start taking the Adderall as prescribed again in the beginning of the year. And I was starting to take it, and I could just feel my heartbeat pulsate through my nose. It was at that point that I was just like, you know what, maybe I don't need this. Because it does help me with like actually organizing my thoughts in a linear enough order that I can actually focus on doing my shit. But other than that, it's just like, oh, cool. I lost all those souls. Very nice. It's okay, we can go back. Yeah, but I mean, like, my grandma, you know, my situation with her is, I guess I'm not trying to air dirty laundry or anything, but she's not a fantastic person. Like, in her own way, she has the best of intentions, but it doesn't change the fact that she's done, and still does, to an extent, some not great stuff. And she's, like, very snippy with people. She, like, mistreats people all the time. And I've been very short with her about that, and it's been hard. And I've been apologizing, and I've been, like, owning up to, like, how abrasive I have been at times. But the reality is like, sometimes that's, like, the only way you can actually get through to them. If it's, like, particularly difficult or something. Hello. Hello. Ah, son of a bitch. Yeah, no, I mean, everything is... The reason why is just because personal stuff, it's like, technically, the house I live in, she is my landlord. Like, she owns the house. She doesn't live there, but she does own the property. It's in her name. And she just doesn't take care of the property. And it's like, having conversations with her, it's like, okay, well, this needs to get done and this needs to get done. And then after like a year and a half of it not happening, finally having those hard conversations like, okay, well, either this happens or, you know, we're going to start paying less rent and, you know, just stuff like that. But no, everything's fine. You know, everything's good. I'm enough of an adult to admit that it's like, it's not perfect, but it's the best that we can do. Son of a bitch, I just lost all those souls. Fine, I didn't want him. I didn't even want to level up a few times. I'm gonna spend all of my blood echoes on repairs and blood vials. And it's gonna be great. See that? I'm going shopping, and you can't stop me. Yeah, no, but the stuff that's needing to get done, you know, we have actual dates and like people coming over to take care of the property as need be. Concern is that it's right when tax season is. I mean, tax season is now, but the way my life is, it's just like, oh, I'll just do it right before the deadline. Yeah, that's when I'll have time for it. Why did the gold just start now? Twitch, you're crazy. You're silly, Twitch. Sorry, I've been listening to the Disaster Artist again. I have Tommy Wiseau on the brain, always. Ah, shit, chat. I've got unfortunate news. We might need to farm for more blood vials. Where's the best place to farm for blood vials? I might just go to the beginning of the game. We're just gonna see what happens. I want it because I think what's immediately after I think what's immediately after the Living Failures is Lady Maria. But I would like to have at least 100 blood vials before I fight her because goddamn. If an enemy who gives us blood vials doesn't give us blood vials, we will call them names and be rude to them. Alright, let's see what happens. You're a beautiful man. You are also very handsome. Ain't nothing about bumping the brothers. This motherfucker stopped giving me any... Really? He just doesn't, like... Does he just, like, not drop items? Or is it just, like, shining coins? Yeah, he gives coins or whatever. Yeah. I hate that, man. I hate it when it's just like, oh, yeah. Here's something you're never going to use, ever. Thanks, game. I'm really bad about using the items in this game. Like, I only started recently using the Beast Blood pellets. But, like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, they make you stronger. They make you do more damage. But you also take more damage. Like, to me, it's just like, that kind of defeats the purpose. Here, girl, go buy yourself something nice. The coins aren't even applicable in this economy. That's like using those, I don't even know what they're called. Those, like, Chinese, like, coins. And trying to use them in, like, the American market. I remember there was like some high school kid who was just like, here, I want to use these. And it was like a bunch of just like Chinese coins or something. They had like the square in the middle and they had like a bunch of characters like on, the north, south, east, and west sides of it. And I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this. And I took it to my manager and the manager was like, yeah, dude, we don't accept that here. And I was like, well, shit. Yeah, there's here, let me see if I can. I know I shouldn't be doing this for time's sake, but you know what? I'll do this. No, that's not what I wanted. There we are. Yeah, like these. Yeah, like I remember, like for some reason there was just like a junior high school kid who literally just had these, and he had like 6 of them, and he was like, "Hey, what can I?" It's like, "What can I get with this?" And I'm like, "Where the hell did you find these?" And like he wasn't like he wasn't like Asian or anything. It was just like some kid. Like I would assume like maybe the school that he went to or something, they were teaching like I don't know, Chinese or Japanese or something, and he just happened to grab them or something. But yeah, very odd. Just a very odd situation. Anyway, it's funny because my mom actually has a few of them because my mom, no, they are really nice. My mom actually went to China for like a week or so. She was a top physics teacher in like the entire district, and the district ended up like ranking like very high on like the national scale. And so she earned a trip from like her school. She was like her school's and her district's representative to go to China. And she has like a bunch of souvenirs, and she just has like a coin, like not a lot, but a singular one. It's like, oh, this is nice. A nice commemorative thing. It's so weird to think that I have 2 relatives who have been to China. My brother, actually, my oldest brother, has lived in China off and on for like 6 years. He lived there during and just before the pandemic. The reason he moved to China was because there was a work opportunity. The university he graduated from had some deal with, at that point, the oldest operating high school in all of China, which was in Chengdu, I believe the Chengdu area. Or Chengdu, that's it, sorry. Like, for some reason, they just had a business thing, so he could go over there on a work visa, learn Chinese as he went along, work as a teacher, and then, the reason he was going to do that was so he could do a trip from China over to Tibet and then climb Mount Everest. Every time he tried to climb Mount Everest, though, were the times that they had actually shut down travel to and from there because of the pandemic, because of earthquakes and that kind of stuff. Every time he tried to go to Tibet, were the only times that they had actually shut down access to Everest. Yeah, collecting coins is nice. There's actually, my brother and I actually have same brother. We have a thing where we try to collect states. We try to collect quarters from all the different states and try to complete, the national map of quarters. And that was something that my grandpa actually had as well. Like, he had like a whole thing that it was like, oh yeah, pristine condition quarters from all the different states, like dated around like at like I think like the 40s or older, and just averaging that. Yeah, that was really chill. I honestly don't know where that is now. It's somewhere in my parents' house. That was one of the things that I guess we inherited because all the other family members looked at that and said, we don't know what to do with this. Yeah, no, that same brother is actually going to not China, but Tibet. He's flying to Tibet in a few weeks. He's going to try to do the Mount Everest thing again. If it doesn't work, then it never works, and he's going to stop. But it's also an excuse for him to take a drive over to China, because I guess he has, like, a bunch of money. If you don't mind, can we connect any social? I'll tell you what. Are you verified? Are you verified on Twitch at all? Like, if you want, you could definitely just, like, shoot me a message. I actually do have a Discord. You're down. Oh, that's... Well, you know, that's something that Jerix actually did. Yeah, I mean, if you have, like, a Discord or something, you know, you can share that. If you don't feel comfortable with it, you know, staying on there. Can you add me there? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to join, you know, the Discord, I mostly was going to use it for, like, posting notifications for, like, when I stream. Yeah. The main thing that I will say is that, you know, the rules here, mine username. Cool. I don't know if I'm gonna... I may actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this again. We'll do... Alright, that should be correct. Cool. The hell? What the hell? Because when you try to put your phone number, you'll never receive the code. Really? That's fucked up. To be honest, I don't know if I ever used I used my email, but I don't know if I ever used my phone number. Like, that doesn't sound like a thing that I did. Alright. And now, I do this. Why is this so hard for me? There you go. What the fuck? I tried multiple times with different phone numbers. It could be a thing where maybe they see that and they're just like, I'm not going to give Twitch any excuses, but maybe using different phone numbers is like a thing that they're just like, oh, we don't know about that. But no, at the end of the day, their verification system is poo-poo. It's the only way to describe it. Oh, so this is a thing that's been going on. You know what? Maybe if I did use a phone number, it was years ago, back when Twitch had actual staff members. Because they've been downsizing everything. They've been downsizing the working force and, like, all the different areas that, like... Because Amazon just doesn't want to fucking pay people. That's really what it is. The fact that Twitch still exists in the state that it is actually impressive. Because it's constantly losing money through Twitch. And they're dealing with it. I mean, the rules and the policies that they're enforcing are absolute dog shit. Yeah, I mean, the last time I ever tried to do any stuff like that was... that was when I was in community college. God, that was almost 10 years ago now. That's scary to think about. Sounds good. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, welcome to the Discord, and thanks for following, and yeah, we'll see you around. Have a good din. Haha. I actually had a really nice dinner over at my parents'. Yeah. Take care. Yeah, we actually had cod with seasoned cauliflower, potatoes, and there was something else. Oh, beets. Yes, there were beets. It was very delicious. I don't know why my family loves beets so much. Like, they are fantastic, but it's always so I guess I don't want to get too TMI, but it's like after you have beets, you're just like looking and you know, you go to, take care of your business and then you're just like, "Oh, why is this red?" Jerks, that's funny you say that cuz I was thinking of having ramen for dinner last night. I was thinking of having ramen, but I was so lazy that I didn't even want to cook ramen, so I grabbed a burrito last night instead. But I'm thinking I will make ramen tonight. I'm actually in the mood to cook tonight. Drac. Oh, tacos. Tacos are fucking... I don't know why tacos and burritos just fill my soul as much as they do. Yeah, no, ramen is like my favorite food ever. Like, ramen was like my favorite childhood food. It's like the way to my heart as a kid was like giving me some ramen and letting me drink a Sprite. Which is still largely true today. Like, for me, that's a comfort meal these days. Ramen is the best things they've created so far. Gourmet ramen from like an actual like ramen bar is... Once I realized that there was a difference between stovetop ramen or like, instant ramen and like legit gourmet ramen, my life was never the same. I still love both. I cannot get enough of both kinds. But yeah, ramen is just, yeah. I like me some nudes. What can I say? I need the real thick ones. Okay, take care. Get a little chicken broth on it. It's funny because like as a kid, I would actually experiment with like the ramen and stuff. I remember when I was 13, I thought the ramen wasn't salty enough, and so I added kosher salt like an asshole. I gotta start making ramen again, but I'm too lazy to get the ingredients I need. See, I always just go basic. I always just do the blocks of ramen by themselves, If I don't use water, I will use, like, actual chicken broth from the store. Because the powders that they use for that are just so salt-heavy that I can't. I blow up, man. I become a balloon of a man. It's not good for me. No, but they are delicious. I remember I tried making, like, those, soft-boiled eggs that they have in, like, the gourmet ramens. And it worked exactly one time. The other 9 times, it didn't work. And then I was just like, this is so much effort. I don't want to try this anymore. I don't add anything. If I'm feeling fancy, I put eggs on the side. Well, and see, that's the thing is that you can crack an egg in there as it's cooking, and it cooks with it. That is a thing that I tried a few times. And it was nice, but it added, like, a creaminess to it that I was just like, oh, I'm not really in the mood for creamy. Delicious, don't get me wrong, but, Yeah, the way I cook ramen is fucked up. Because I'm a big guy, and I have a large appetite. That's just how it's always been. I do not feel satisfied or, like, satiated unless I have 2 2 blocks of ramen. I cook them, with enough water to cook them, or, broth, And then the seasoning packet, like the seasoning broth, I will put, I always try to go half of it. I try to do half of 1 packet for 2 blocks of ramen. So it's like a quarter as salty. And then I just use the actual chicken broth. And I'll add, my own spices. Like, the spices that I enjoy for putting in my own ramen, this is going to make me sound insane, but garlic powder and Chinese 5 spices. Those are fucking perfect when it comes to making the noodles, as I've been enjoying them lately, because it does reduce sodium. You add some good flavor and that kind of stuff. I haven't really experimented beyond that, though. I really should. Drac, I saw the uptime that you posted 18 minutes ago, which is hilarious. So I'm thinking this is a thing on OBS's end. Because I was talking with Adeline and I was talking with Hajerx, and I do think that Twitch is fucked up, but I don't think this is an issue on Twitch's end. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that, but I think the update must have fucked something up with how it gets to. It got fucky when the stream buffered. So which is fucked up because it was starting to act like that before the update. But now it's acting like this hardcore after the update. That's really fucked up. You gotta go to sleep. Okay. You have a good night, Hajerx. It's good to see you. Sorry I was so late with this today. I will most likely be if I don't stream this on Tuesday, I might be out of town. I will definitely be streaming this again before next Sunday. So anticipate probably Thursday or Friday. Good luck farming and have a great day. Yeah, you too. I hope your midterms go well, and remember, just take it easy, Give yourself time, and remember to breathe. And yeah, you got this. Well, that's good. I like to apologize just because that's how I am. I apologize for everything. I think we might be good. Yeah, take care. I hope you're having a good night so far, Drac. I can't believe I actually decided to play something other than Schedule 1. I was not expecting all of my Saturday to be taken up by it. I made progress, though. I actually, I bought the barn. Only thing I don't like about it is just how far away it is from everything. So I'm thinking maybe I'll finally hire people and just have them set up at the barn. $91. Well, you know what? That's close enough. All right, Maria. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for that ass. Wait, what? Oh. What the heck? Underground. Okay, we go to Research Hall. I'm kind of sick today. Left Schedule 1 on all day, so my stock of 2,000 OG got sold. Oh, as in, all of your weed got sold, and now you have to make up on that? You have to... I'm trying... Is that... That sounds fucking terrible. The money must be nice. but that much effort.
Go on.
She hides the real secret. Dr. Pepper. What if I had Dr. Pepper poured in my... What? Sorry, I'm upset. The money is nice, but the dealers take forever to sell stuff. Yeah, I mean, because I only have 2 dealers right now. I have, I got Benji and I got, what's her name, Molly? I give them like 20 of everything. I give them, 20 kush, 20 meth, 20, that kind of stuff. They do take their time with it though. But then when you find, but then like walking up to them and taking the money that, they owe you, it's like, oh yeah, here's $7,000. It's like, oh, all right. I guess we go this way. Blah. He says porridge. Yeah, I mean I actually only just recently got a drying rack. And so I was debating, was like, all right, do I take all of the weed that I have already and I just start, improving the quality, or do I want to sell all this stuff that I have backlog and then just make new stuff that's the better quality? So that's what I've been doing. It takes so long for the quality to get good, like 12 hours per tier. It's fucking ridiculous. And I only have I have my setup where I have 12 drying. I have 12 pots lined up so that I can grow my stuff. But I only have 6 drying racks. It's just because until I got the barn, there just wasn't enough room for all of that. What the I didn't die here. What? What? Plip, plop, drip, drop. Look, Drac, these guys are motherfuckers. They sound like Patrick. I'll cut off your nutsack. Yeah, no, but I haven't actually hired anyone just because I was just like, well, I don't know. The fact that you can't have one of your guys just stay at the motel, I think is stupid. But maybe it's just because the motel is not designed to be operational for that kind of stuff. But it still sucks to not have the option. I saw them steal your souls earlier. Well, my souls were literally just right here, just on the ground, which I don't even think I died here recently or recently enough. Oh, you know what? Yeah, these guys did kill me. That's right. These guys scream like my brother does sometimes. The hiring system is weird. I had to look up guides on YouTube to tell me how it worked. Yeah, because that's where I'm at right now. Because that's what I'm thinking. Because it's just okay, so they take care of all this stuff, and then I have to get in contact with them and still supply them with stuff here and there, kind of like a dealer, but kind of like when you get a dealer. But it's different. I still haven't actually looked it up or done more research on it. It is very crazy. I'm honestly thinking I'm going to try playing it again once I'm done with this for the night. You got to keep the shelf stocked. Yeah, I guess that would work. Because, like... So that's, like, a thing that if, like... I hire a botanist, right? All I do is, like, I go to where they live, and I put the seeds on the shelves. That's pretty much all I do. And then I go and I get the money from them. And then I keep supply, I keep, like, stocking them and that kind of stuff. But it's, like... But if it's, like, an NPC that's doing it... That's what's going to fuck me up is, like, what kind of schedule is that NPC going to work on? Like, is everything going to be done automatically once it's through that party? Or are they going to be walking around and, like, taking care of business like the dealers do? You know, that's why I haven't really sat down and, like, tried to do that shit seriously. This looks good. Huh. Well, that's odd. No! Oh! I just don't know if I would trust an NPC to be doing all that. Look, speaking of NPCs, this bitch. Aw, son of a bitch. Aw, you fucking bully. Oh my god, bro. Fuck all of this. I mostly use the NPCs to cook. I don't really like that station. I don't like it either, but it's... I guess it's like the depending on, like, not real people to do it, that I'm just like, are they gonna do it or are they gonna fuck on me? Oh, by the way, that sack right there that's saying Plip, Plop, I have to do it. You fucking cockmuncher. Fucking cockmuncher. Alright, that's all I needed. That's all I wanted. That's all I asked for. Leave me alone, you fucking bully. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Oh, you cock. You're supposed to go back in your fucking hole after a minute, dude. Huh. So Carlbot hid a message in general for the Discord because it said that Carlbot was likely a spammer. Thank you, Carl.
Hello? Please, I'm trying. Hello? Please bring it. I must have it. Without it, I'll be sent back to my former. Yes, that's it. Let me have it.
That's right, baby. I'll put it in your brain. Yeah.
Thank you. Take this charm. Lady Moon,
Oh, that's the fucking key.
do not abandon me. I promise to do good.
I promise to do good.
Oh, the stick drip. How extraordinary. Do you think that water drips even down deep below at the bottom?
I like to imagine this is how Marcus's wife is. She just imagines wet noises. Just plip plop, plip plop. Warg. Am outside. What? Yeah? Oh. Oh, this isn't. Oh, this is a different area. Oh. Huh. It's just exactly like Upper Cathedral Ward. That's not confusing. Okay. What is this? The Bloodborne Chalice Dungeons? Hi, guys. Ah! Jesus! Cut! I don't think they like that. Well, you know what? We're going to take advantage of that. I'm going to use the little boy's room. I should be back pretty quick, like within 3 minutes or so. I'll be back. Oh, I gotta pop my back. I gotta pop it. Sorry. My bones suck. Ah. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you heard any of that, but first it was my back that was out, then it was my shoulder, then it was my neck. I'm good now. I'm good. It was a quick break. What the hell? Alright, cool. Oh, ow. Sorry, now I'm itchy everywhere. God. Am I on drugs? I feel like I'm on drugs. I sure hope these fellers don't decide to attack me again. That would be so not cool. Huh. Oh. I understand the gimmick. This is supposed to be like the area. I'm antiquated with the concept now. I'm freaking chubbed up. Fuck your windows. Bing bong. Oh! I go this way. I go. Oh! Janet Joplin, give me your bloodstones. Oh, that's all that was over here. What the fuck? What? That can't be correct. There's just gotta be more. Hey. Oh, there's a chest. I freaking knew it. Oh! Pulsing damp blood gem. That's what they called me in high school. Because my brain kept pulsing with cum. I never said I was a comedian. I have the instruments now. We're gonna go kill Yamamura. Why do we want to kill him? I'm not sure, actually. He's just not very chill. Hello. Come on! I'm over here! Kill me! There we go.
Shrouded by night, but with steady stride. Colored by blood, but always clear of mind. Proud of the church. Beasts are a curse, and curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church. Shrouded by night, but with steady stride.
Yeah, that's sad.
Colored by blood, but always clear of mind.
Oh wait, was I not supposed to kill him? Oh, I was at least... Oh, wow, I fucked this up. Whoops. I thought I had to kill him. Oh! Damn it, it's the guy down here I'm supposed to... Man, this is the worst file ever. Man, this sucks. No. What the fuck? Okay, fine. I didn't even want to talk to you. You're stinky and you remind me of worms. I don't know, there's something about him breathing that just makes me laugh. Bing bong. We're gonna... Oh, you know what? I'm going to use the new blood gems. Yay! First we repair this. Alright, now let me see if the stuff that I have is better now. Fine strike. Attacks versus open foes. What? The fuck is an open foe? Okay. Dirty damp, fool's blood. So it's none of these. It's all useless! Alright. Let's see, all that's fine. Okay, now we go back. I've done everything around here that I could have. I think there's like another brain fluid guy I could have gone to, but I don't know where they are. Oh well. Are we ready? Whoa, who's that sitting in that chair? Is that a freaking... Is that a freaking bodacious babe? Aw, she looks sad and tired. Oh, she's covered in blood. She's dead. Alright, so clearly she's not alive. That's good. Hey, yo! Bitch, you were dead.
Should be left well alone.
She pulls me in and she's like, what the fuck is your face?
Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest then will kill you now. From your wild curiosity.
I don't need to be liberated. I need me a calzone. Oh god, oh, I had a drink at the wrong time. I have brain freeze. Oh god. Ah! Brain freeze, I need to breathe. He, who, he, who. Ah. Ah. Oh, shit. Oh my fucking god. There we go. There we go. It's all about the timing. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Fucking shit. Okay, all right. That's cool. Oh, what the heck? Oh my god, Dragthor play call back call. Dragthor. Sorry, I'm looking at the Discord right now. I'll try this one more time. What the fuck? That was like the latest shot ever. There we go. Oh god. Okay, that was... Okay. There we go. Alright. damn it. Okay. I'm starting to lose blood vials again. You know what? I think I just realized I'm going to need to... I'm going to need to try to salvage all the old streams that I can. I'm going to try to get this one. What the fuck? What? My lady's off the ground. What the fuck? She's not... What? Okay, now you're on the ground. What the fuck? I'm thinking... Because I need to farm for blood vials as well. I'm going to dedicate a time where I just do nothing but farm in this game over and over again for blood vials. But I think before then, I think until then, you know, it's a nice stream, you know. We had a new follower, a new person that we added to the Discord, you know, 2 people. It's nice. I think, honestly, I think we'll call it here for tonight. I will farm for these when I need to, and it'll be good. Yeah. So I think that's good. At this point, I'm probably just going to load up Schedule 1, because it's, at this rate, if I keep trying to do Maria, I'm just going to end up with no blood vials. So. And I don't want to be spending the rest of the stream farming until I get to like 300 blood vials. So I know that's that's cap, whatever, but that's the truth. No, thanks to everyone who swung by, checked out the stream and everything. It was nice. It was very nice. I'm going to give a shout out to the people who joined, and yeah, it's all Gucci. So until then, like I said, I'm either going to be streaming again Thursday or Friday. It's still undecided as to when. But yeah, that's when you can expect to see me on Twitch again. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you have a good night. Oh, Bobbers to Wee.